5 days now since North Korea claimed it's tested its most powerful nuclear bomb yet, but the global tension over the issue refuses to die down. US President Donald Trump has now said that he would prefer to avoid military action to deal with North Korea's nuclear threat, but said previous diplomatic efforts have also failed to pressurize Pyongyang from developing its missiles. Trump said during a news conference that military action could certainly be an option, but nothing is inevitable. According to UN diplomats, the United States is determined to have a vote at the UN Security Council this Monday on imposing newer, tougher sanctions against the North, despite resistance from China and Russia. Washington has presented a draft UN resolution calling for an oil embargo on North Korea, an assets freeze on Kim Jong-un, a ban on textiles and an end to payments of North Korean guest workers. UN diplomats did not rule out the possibility that China or Russia could veto this measure, but stressed that the US administration had launched a major push to win approval.
Military action would certainly be an option. Is it inevitable? Nothing's inevitable. It would be great if something else could be worked out. We would have to look at all of the details, all of the facts, but we've had presidents for 25 years now. They've been talking, and the day after an agreement is reached, new work begins in North.
Meanwhile, Mexican government has expelled the North Korean ambassador to Mexico in protest of the country's nuclear tests, an unusually firm step that moved it closely into line with Washington. North Korea's nuclear tests have triggered tensions around the world. On the ground, South Korea and Japan are arming themselves for any eventuality. Japanese and American troops carried out drills at the Misawa Air Base, which are aimed to practice intercepting enemy missiles and testing the ability of their troops to work together. Global leaders continue to stay divided, meanwhile, on the approach to tackle Pyongyang.
There will be no war on the Korean peninsula and in the region in general. I can say that with full confidence. Therefore, now is the time to invest in Russia, Far East, China and South Korea.
The international community must force North Korea to change its policy. As for the UN resolution, the international community must force North Korea to fulfill the UN resolution, and that is the way to solve this very complicated situation. That's how I see the situation.
We need to start talks. We need to convince North Korea also that for them it is the best way to resolve the problem. We need to slowly pull North Korea into the process of regional cooperation, and Russia has concrete proposals in that regard. Everyone knows about it.